Hello everyone, welcome to Hopeful Turns. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you the pattern for a cute little Christmas ornament. Now this is inspired by the worry worms, which are really popular. This is like the Christmas edition of the worry worms. Now you can use them to decorate your Christmas tree. It will make for a really cute little Christmas ornament, or you can just give away as gifts. Now the pattern is beginner friendly and you can make this in about 10 to 15 minutes. So let's see the supplies and then we'll start with the pattern. So for the supplies here, I have used 100% cotton yarn. This is a weight 2 or a sport weight yarn. You can use 100% acrylic yarn or blended yarn, whatever you have at hand. And the hook that I have used is size C or a 2.75 mm crochet hook. You will also require a bead for this pattern. I have used a wooden bead and this is about 16 mm in diameter. You would also require a pair of scissors and a yarn needle. Now if at all you are using a thicker yarn, say a DK weight or a worsted weight yarn, you might have to use a bigger hook size. So you might have to use a 4 or a 4.5 mm crochet hook. And in that case, you might have to use a bigger bead size also. So instead of using a 16 mm bead size, you can go for a 24 mm bead size. Here I have used a plain bead and then I have made the eyes and the mouth separately. But you also get beads where all the facial expressions are already hand painted. So you can use those kind of beads also. I have put all the links in the description box. If you're interested, you can check that out. So that's with regard to the supplies. If you're ready, now we can get started with the pattern. So we'll start this pattern with a slip knot. So make your slip knot first. And once you have your slip knot, we are going to put 30 chain stitch. Okay, so chain 30. So this here is my first chain stitch, chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like this, I'll just go ahead and make 30 chain stitch. All right. So here I have completed my 30 chain stitch. Let's move on to the next step. So for the next step, we have to skip the first 3 chain stitch. So from the hook, skip 3 chain stitch, 1, 2, 3. And into the 4th stitch from the hook, you're going to put a double crochet. So skip these 3 chain stitch and make a double crochet into the 4th stitch from the hook. So here is my double crochet. Now in the same stitch, in the same 4th stitch, I'm going to put one more double crochet. So here I have put 2 double crochet in the same stitch. And the starting 3 chain stitch that we have skipped, this will be considered as a double crochet. Okay. Next what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put 3 double crochet into the next stitch. So come to your next stitch and place 3 double crochet. So here is my first double crochet. In the same stitch, make your second double crochet and I'll put my 3rd double crochet also in the same stitch. So here I have put 3 double crochet in the same stitch. And this is the pattern that we'll follow. We are just going to put 3 double crochet in all of the stitches till we reach the end of this row. Okay, so that's all to the pattern. So come to your next stitch here. Again place 3 double crochet. So here is my first double crochet. In the same stitch, I'll make my second double crochet and I'll put my 3rd double crochet also in the same stitch. Like this, I'm just going to go ahead and repeat the pattern, making 3 double crochet in every stitch. So I'll just complete this and I'll join you at the end of this row. All you have to do is you have to put 3 double crochet in every stitch. All right, like this. So I'll join you once I complete this row. So here I have repeated the pattern, making 3 double crochet in every stitch. And if you see, it would have curled up on its own. Now, if it doesn't curl up, you can use your fingers to roll this up like this. All right. Okay. Now, once you're done with the last double crochet. So here, this is the very last stitch where I have put 3 double crochets. I'll make a slip stitch into the very last stitch. So this here is the very last stitch where the 3 double crochet has gone. I'll just insert my hook there and make a slip stitch. So make a slip stitch into the very last chain stitch. Okay, so with this the body is done. Now let's make the hanging. Now for the hanging, I'm going to make a total of 32 chain stitch. So make chain 32. So this is 1, 2, 3. Like that, I'll make 32 chain stitch for the hanging. So I'll just complete 32 chain stitches first. So here I have made 32 chain stitch. Now what I'm going to do is I'll again slip stitch into the very last stitch. Okay. So once you have your 32 chain stitch, you just go back where you had put the slip stitch. You go there again and make a slip stitch once more. So I'm just going to go there and slip stitch. At the very edge, I'm going to make a slip stitch. So this here is my hanging. Now I'll just cut a tail. So cut your yarn here, and your body and the hanging part is done. All right, so that is done. Now I'll use a yarn needle to fix this end. So if you see here, when you put the head, this should come here. So I'm going to use the end that we have cut here to stitch it up to the one of the curls. So if you see, this is how it is. So I'm just going to fold it, make the next curl. So just naturally place it where the curl should end. So find or make that curl and then stitch it up. 1 second. Okay. So if I have to place this flap here, it will come somewhere here. So I'll just use this yarn needle to attach the last thing here. Okay, and I'm just going to do one more stitch here, like this. Okay, so that is attached, and then I will knot these two ends together and then hide in the rest. So you have 2 yarn ends, you can hide the 2 yarn ends in this place. All right, so your body and the hanging is done. Let's move on to the collar. So for the collar here, I'm going to take my white color yarn and then start with a slip knot. So make your slip knot first, and after that you make 6 chain stitch. Okay, so chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So here I have got my 6 chain stitch. Next I'm going to slip stitch into the first chain stitch. So insert your hook into the first chain stitch and make a slip stitch. And if you see here, we have got a circle and we'll be working in the center of the circle. So we'll start the next round with 2 chain stitch, 1, 2, and then put 12 half double crochet into the circle. So yarn over, insert your hook and pull up a loop. You have 3 loops, yarn over, pull through all the 3. So this here is my first half double crochet. Like that, I'm going to make a total of 12 half double crochet in the circle here. And when I'm making my half double crochet, I'm going to yarn on top of this yarn end so that I don't have to weave this in later. I can just simply cut this off. So I'll just work on top of this, making 12 half double crochet. All right, so I'll complete that and I'll join you. So here I have made my 12 half double crochet, and in order to finish off this, I'm going to slip stitch into the first half double crochet. I'll skip the starting 2 chain stitch that I have made. So if you see here, this is the starting 2 chain stitch, and this right here is my first half double crochet. So skip the starting 2 chain stitch and make a slip stitch into the first half double crochet of the round, and you can cut your yarn off. So with that, the collar is done. Now all you have to do is to weave in the loose ends. Now if you see here, this end has already been weaved in, so I'll just cut this off and I'll use a yarn needle to hide in this loose end. Okay, so our collar is done. Let's move on to the hat. So for the hat here, I'll take my red color yarn and start by making a slip knot. So make your slip knot first and then make 5 chain stitch. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so here I've got my 5 chain stitch. I'll slip stitch into the first chain stitch like this. So that will give a small circle, and we'll be working in the center of the circle. So for round 1, we are going to start with 1 chain stitch and then put 6 single crochet into the circle. So I'll make 6 single crochet. So this is one. I'll be working on top of this. This is my second single crochet. 2, 3, 4. This is, one second, so I have lost my third single crochet. I'll do it again. So this is 3, 4, 5 and one more 6. All right, so here I have put 6 single crochet. So we have chain 1 and 6 single crochet. Now I'm going to slip stitch into the first single crochet. So if you want, you can count from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this here is my first one. So skip the chain 1 that we have made and slip stitch on top of the first single crochet like this. Now we'll start round 2. For that we are going to start with 1 chain stitch, and here the pattern will be, we'll make 1 single crochet followed by 2 single crochet. So 1, 2, 1, 2 is the pattern. So into the first stitch just make 1 single crochet, and in the next stitch put 2 single crochet, 1 and 2. Okay, so here we have completed 3 single crochets. Now come to your next stitch, just put 1 single crochet, and here you put 2 single crochet. So now we have completed 6 single crochet so far. We'll do once more. So in the next stitch 1 single crochet, and in the last stitch put 2 single crochet. If you want, you can mark your stitches, but I thought there are just 9 single crochets to be put, so that's why I'm not marking. So the round was, you're making 1 single crochet followed by 2 single crochet, and you should now have a total of 9 single crochet in this round. And you just go ahead and slip stitch into the first single crochet of this round, and with that your hat is also done. So I'm just going to cut my yarn here. All right, so the hat is done. I'll just flip it like this. I'll just weave in all the loose ends and then we'll start assembling. So here I have weaved in all the loose ends and our hat is also ready. So we have all the parts here, the body, the collar. For the head I'm using this bead, and the hat. So let's start assembling. So we'll take this collar and I'm just going to pass it through here. Okay, and then we'll pass the head. So for that I'll use the hook to pass it through the bead here, and what I'll do is I'll just pass it through any of the stitch here and then pull. Now you can pull otherwise also, but I prefer to use the stitch to pull it through. Okay, so the head is also fixed. Now let's pull this also through the hanging. So okay, so everything is assembled. All right, and all you have to do is, if you find that it's a bit small, you can just pull on this, and I like to make a knot so that everything stays in place. So I'm just going to make a knot just as close to the hat as possible and pull. Okay, so that will prevent the hat from coming out, and there your ornament is ready. So yeah, that was a tutorial on how to do this Christmas special worry worm. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed making this cute little crochet ornament. This is great to give as gift or just hang it up on your Christmas tree. So that's it for today's tutorial. If you liked it, please do not forget to press on the like button, and if you're new to my channel, please do consider subscribing. If you are making one, please do tag me in your pictures. I would love to see it. I have put all my social media handle links in the description box. If you're looking for other crochet patterns, especially for Christmas ornaments, I have a playlist. So I have put the link in the description box. If you're interested, do check that up as well. That's it for today's tutorial. See you in another video. Until then, bye-bye. Thank you for watching.